All right, let's begin in a comfortable seated posture. Take a few moments to adjust your posture so that the lower body is relaxed, back straight, chest and shoulders open, your arms relaxed and easy, belly soft, free, so it can move with the breathing. Your chin slightly tucked in so that the back of the neck is also lengthened, relaxed. No clenching in the legs, no clenching in the buttocks, in the belly, no clenching in any of the face muscles. Now let's take some time in silence, just being the observer, allowing the body and the mind to settle as you observe the breathing and its effect on all parts of the body and mind. See if you can feel that upward energy as you breathe in. It comes with a feeling of expansion. And as you breathe out, see if you can feel the downward energy moving towards gravity, bringing a feeling of letting go, releasing. Your inhalations making you more active. Your exhalations relaxing you. Check if your lungs are free to expand in all the directions. With the belly soft and easy, it can expand downward. Chest and shoulders open, it can expand forward. The collarbone, neck relaxed. It can even extend upward, expanding. Now set an intention to remain fully aware of whatever is happening with this form, with your breathing, with the body movement, with the thought waves, emotions, whatever is arising, passing. As long as we are on the mat, completely present, moment to moment, with what is happening with the form. With the intention, let us chant our 3 rounds of Om Take a relaxed breath in. You can slowly blink your eyes and gently come up to a standing position. We will start with the asana part of our practice. Stand with your feet slightly apart or together, whatever feels comfortable, whatever helps you stand stable. Now interlock your fingers, flip them down, breathing in, raise your arms. Feel the stretch from the soles of the feet all the way to the fingertips. And now raise your heels as well. Internally running a scan from the toes all the way to the fingertips, bringing a gentle stretch and opening through each part. Staying there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring your heels down, release your arms. Let's make a few neck rotations. Going up the circle as you breathe in, coming down the other side as you breathe out. You can go for 3 rounds, 3 circles, and then go in the reverse direction for 3 circles. You're moving the neck, but remain aware of the whole body, of your breathing. And once you're done, bringing your head back to the center. Now just start shaking different joints in the body, the shoulders, the elbows, your wrists. You can make it like a loose shaking of the arms. Just the freestyle shaking. Now with your feet slightly apart, you can just allow the palms to flap on the sides of your hips, a loose swinging of the arms, just releasing tightness, tension. And now start raising your arms up as you twist to the back. And coming back to the center, just shake your leg out one at a time. Feel the shaking, the loosening up from the toes, ankles, knees. Same thing with the other leg. Now actively bringing your palms to the front, lifting your leg up a few times. Opening it up to the sides a few times. And relax. You can just bend your knees, just lifting your heels off the floor. Now just stand still for a bit. Observe the body. Observe the breathing. We'll focus on different movements for the spine, which also works on all the other parts of the body. Once you're feeling stable, we're going to go into a forward fold. You can keep your feet slightly apart. We'll go for 3 rounds with the arms on the side. That makes it easier on the lower back and on the shoulder joints. So breathing in, raise your arms up from the sides. Lengthening your spine first. Breathing out, arms from the sides, going into a forward fold. Feel free to bend the knees if needed in the first round or two. Breathing in, coming up with the arms on the sides. Lengthening, continue. Moving at the same pace as you're breathing. We'll move constantly as you breathe in and breathe out. Towards the end, we'll hold the posture for a while. So we go for 5 rounds with the arms from the side. When you finish the 5th round and you come up with your inhalation, now for 5 more rounds, we'll go with the arms going from the front. So take your time to finish up. So when you come up, taking a breath in, this time with the arms going from the front, you start looking to the front of the room until you come halfway and then drop the upper body forward. When you're coming up, make sure your arms are coming by the side of the head, nice and active. This one you can even arch back. So continuing this for 5 rounds. Breathing in and out with the arms going from the front. This is a little more intense on the lower back. And this also allows you to extend backwards when you come up. So take your time to finish 5 rounds going back and forth. When you're extending backwards, check to see if you're clenching in the buttocks, the lower back. Try to feel that upward energy in the chest, as if the chest is opening up a little more. And on the 5th exhalation, stay down there. When you go down and are ready to stay there, You can just lift your toes a bit and try to push your palm underneath. So you can keep the knees bent. Try to push your palms underneath. And then drop your head down. And if you're comfortable, start straightening the knees. So a deeper stretch, Padahastasana. This is another version of Padahastasana, where your feet are on the palms. Stay there, observing your breathing, observing all the parts that are stretching, and also observing the parts that are not stretching. Our awareness of all the parts is what will open up the body a little more. Staying here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly step off the palms, remove your palms, bringing your arms by the side of the head, coming up gently, lengthening upward, and bring your arms down. Take your time. Observe the body. Observe your breathing. See how that forward fold felt for you. Come back to that samasthiti. If there are any strong sensations in the body, allowing them to dissolve by simply watching. Allowing the breathing to settle down by simply watching. And when you feel stable again, you can open your feet out wide. Today we'll do a Parshva Konasana, which is like a side angle stretch, which works on strengthening the legs and also stretching the sides of the body. So with the feet open, now open the right foot out to the short end of the mat. We will bend towards the right. The left foot can be slightly turned in. Upper body is facing the side of the mat. So we go into Virabhadrasana, Warrior 2 first. So breathing in, raise your arms shoulder level. Looking to the right fingertips. As you breathe out, allow the spine to go downward. You're bending the right knee. Look down. Can you see the toe, big toe, from the inside of the knee? If you're not, then the knee is bent too much in. But if you're able to see all the toes also, then the knee is too much outward. So you should be able to see the big toe from inside of the knee, if that's possible for you today. Now look towards the side of the mat. We go into Parshva Konasana from here. We'll do dynamic for 5 rounds and then hold it there. So with the knee bent, as you breathe in, you take the right palm towards the floor, left arm going all the way up. Breathing in back to Warrior 2. We keep the knee bent. Quite a lot of strengthening here for the leg. Breathing out and breathing in. 3 more rounds. The breath is okay either way. You can breathe in when you lift the arm, breathe out with the arms down also. See what works for you. And the 5th round. If you're comfortable, place the palm on the floor and then stretch the arm. Otherwise, you can stay with your forearm on the thigh and stretch out to the side. Be active in the back legs, then it will not feel intense on the front leg. And that little discomfort, can you be okay with it? Trying to relax with your breathing. 3. Anytime you need to, you can come out of the pose or adjust if needed. and 1. Now active as you inhale, coming back to Virabhadrasana 2. Drop your arms, straighten the knee, turn your foot inward. Observe the whole body. If you need to, you can come out of the wide stance for a bit. If not, stay there. And when you feel ready, you open the left foot out to the short end of the mat. Right foot is slightly turned inward. We do the same thing on the other side. Upper body facing the longer side of the mat. Breathing in, raise your arms to shoulder level. This time, looking to the left fingertips. We bend the left knee as you breathe out, sinking down. See how much is comfortable for you. Check if you can see the big toe from inside of the knee. Active in the back leg. And now we go into Parshvakonasana on this side. So you can breathe in here and breathe out as you try to touch one palm to the floor, the fingers to the floor, and raise the other arm. Breathe in. And continue 4 more rounds. The 5th round, you'll wait there. And suppose taking the palm down is difficult, you can do even this with the forearm coming to the thigh, and then you're stretching sideways. Feel that active upward energy. Stay active in the back leg, in the hips. And last round, find a position that's comfortable. If it's feeling too intense, you need not bend the knee so much. Find a place where you can stay for a bit. And staying active in the back leg. Being okay with that work, little intensity on the front leg if you can. Staying there for 3, 2, 1. Now with that inhalation, nice and active, raise up, lower the arms, turn the toes inward. You can slowly shift the toes and heels closer or step your feet together. Once you're back in a standing position, close your eyes. Hands and legs relaxed. Feel the effects of the practice you did until now. If any of the muscles are feeling stronger sensations, allow that to settle down. Let your breathing, your heartbeat settle down. We have one more active practice, after which we'll sit down. So for this, you can keep your feet hip width apart. You can even keep it a little wider. You can try 1 or 2 rounds and then see. We're going to go into squats. If you can, full squats, if not, half squats. So you bring your arms to the front of the chest, open them out in front. Lengthen, breathing in, feel nice and tall. Breathing out, slowly start lowering your hips as if you're going to sit down on a chair. And if you're comfortable, go all the way. And use that upward energy as you breathe in to come up slowly. If all full squat doesn't work, you can just go halfway into a chair. We continue this 5 rounds actively. Breathing in, feeling that upward energy standing up. Either half squats or full squats. The last round, if you can, stay in your half squat or the full squat for a bit. 5, 4, relax the chest and shoulders. 2, and 1. Now, if you're in a full squat, just open the knees out, come into a seated position, stretching the legs out. If you're in a half squat, relax the arms and come down to a seated position. Take a few moments in your staff pose, Dandasana. Observe how the body is feeling. Aware of every part of the body, the breathing. Relax. Now we'll go into a twist and hold it there for longer. This is not a dynamic movement. So bend your right knee, bring it across to place it outside of the left knee. Place the right foot outside of the left knee. The right knee is straight, pointing upward. Sorry, not straight. I meant it's pointing upward as much as you can. Now, if you're comfortable, bend the left leg now to place it here to place the foot outside of the hip. If not, you can keep it straight. Doesn't matter. This leg is what we're going to use as support for the twist. So the right leg up, breathing in, raise the arms, lengthen from the tailbone, feeling tall in the spine, as if someone's gently pulling all the way to the crown of the head. Now, if your right foot is not fully flat on the mat, that's fine if the leg is slightly bent also. If the foot is off and the knee is slightly tilted, which is fine, we twist to the right. As you breathe out, start twisting from the spine. Now use your hands to support you into the twist. The right hand goes behind you on the floor. The left hand can either, with the elbow, you can wrap around the knee, or if you're comfortable, take the hand all the way behind the knee and use that to push deeper into the twist. So see what feels comfortable for you. Once you have adjusted, look over your shoulder, turning to the back, and then close your eyes. The twist coming from the tailbone all the way to the neck. Feel that upward energy, that expansion through all the body parts as you breathe in. Allow the muscles to relax and let go into the twist a little more as you breathe out. Notice where you feel any holding. Make sure you're not clenching. Allow the exhalation to relax you into the stretches. Four, three, two, one. As you breathe in, slowly untwisting, raising the arms, looking to the front, relax your arms, stretch the legs out. Take a few moments. Notice the differences in both halves of the body. And when you're ready, Explore the twist on the other side. This time the left foot goes outside of the right knee with the leg straight first. See if you can place the foot, keep the knee straight. It's perfectly fine to go into the twist like this, but if it's comfortable for you, bend the knee. Place the foot outside of the hip. Breathing in, lengthen, raise your arms. Feeling nice and tall, active in all the muscles. As you breathe out, you twist to the other side this time. And drop the back hand, left hand to the floor at the back. Right arm wrapping around the knee or going all the way in front of the knee, behind the knee. Looking back. Close your eyes. Check to make sure you're not clenching any muscles. And now use your breath to allow the body to go deeper. Staying here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, as you breathe in, untwist, raising your arms. Relax the arms, stretch the legs out. Take a few moments. Now, you can stretch your arms to the front lightly, gently. We'll start clenching all the muscles in the body. This is called progressive muscle relaxation, where we tighten to release. So we start clenching the toes, feet, your calves, your thighs, the knees. Clench and tighten your buttocks, round your back, clenching the belly, the chest. Tighten all the back muscles, shoulders, upper arms. You can keep the elbows and knees bent if you want, okay? Clench the upper arms, forearms, fists. Clench your neck muscles, all the face muscles. Tightening. Keep breathing. Tighten. Tighten. Every muscle clenched and tightened. And slowly release. Release all the muscles and come into a comfortable posture. It can be a Sukhasana, cross-legged, or one leg can be in front of the other. Sometimes that helps keep the back straight. To see what posture works for you. Adjust. Your palms can be relaxed on the knees. You can hold the chin mudra if you want. The forefinger, thumb touching each other. The other 3 fingers stretched out. Observe the whole body. Running a quick scan. Make sure you're sitting with the body easy, comfortable, so that you can focus on your breathing now. Your chin is slightly tucked in. We start with the practice of Ujjayi, the breath of victory. It helps, I wouldn't say gain control, but it helps subside the mental activity. It helps the breathing become smoother, going to subtler aspects of our breathing. So bring your awareness to the throat. And feel your breath as it flows up and down the windpipe in the throat region. Now for a few rounds, you can make the breathing a little deeper, heavier. So you hear that raspy, hissing sound in the throat as you breathe in and out. Feel that you're slightly tightening, constricting the throat to create that sound. Just for 6 to 7 rounds, deeper, heavier Ujjayi breathing, where you hear the sound, which will sound like the waves of the ocean. Last 2 rounds. Stretch it as long as you can, making it heavy breathing. And then just let go. No effort to breathe. Keep your awareness on the throat. What you observe now will be the flow of the subtle breath, the subtle energy, the prana. When we breathe in and out with a lot of effort and then suddenly let go, the gross breath is hardly happening. Continue to notice what's happening in the throat and stay with that stillness. As long as you are present with the breathing, observing the breath in the throat, for that long, the mental activity also remains subsided, calmer. Now allow the breathing to become a little more active again. And you can gently open your eyes if needed to understand the next practice. We will be doing what is called Agnisara Kriya. We are building that inner fire. One aspect of prana, that energy, is the heating element, which kickstarts the digestive fire, which brings that power, inner power within us, which is needed for all the activities that are happening within the body and what we do physically as well. So Agnisara is where we breathe out, pushing all the breath in, pulling the belly button in, and holding the breath as many times as you can. You flap your belly in and out. So you're not breathing. You have pushed out all the breath. With that emptiness, you are creating that vacuum within the belly region. And when you think you can't hold your breath any longer, just let out a little bit more of exhalation and then take a relaxed breath in. This can also go deeper into silence, but it is moving that energy in the whole of the belly region, which is where the Agni, the heating element, the heating energy is within the body. It has a lot of benefits, of course, for digestion, assimilation, and everything with the digestive system, even burning belly fat. So, sitting comfortably, take a relaxed breath in, allow the belly, the chest to expand, fill your lungs, and gently allow the breath to flow out. We are not actively trying to push it out. You're just allowing it to empty out completely. Support that by gently pulling the belly in. Feel that the lungs are fully empty. And then you can tuck the chin slightly, start flapping the belly. Just the muscle movement. If you see the body struggling for breath, then you relax and start breathing in. And once you take a breath in, just stay in silence. Let the breathing be natural. Because we are most of the time giving in to gravity. There is a heaviness in the body. There is more stagnant energy in the lower part. So a practice like this just moves that energy. We are doing it only for a short while to give you a glimpse of it. If you have had a heavy meal, say less than 2 hours before the practice, one round should be fine. Just stay with your abdominal breathing, observing the belly move in and out as you breathe. But if your stomach is empty, you can explore this for another round. Take a relaxed, full inhalation. Exhale, allowing the lungs to empty out completely. Chin slightly tucked. Just mechanical movement of the abdominal muscles. Whenever you need to, let go, allow the breathing to happen again. The more active pranayama practices, just like the active asana practices, are helping clear out blockages, holding, rigidity at the physical level and in the energy realm. Notice everything that's happening. Feel the silence settling in the background. When we are moving the body actively in the asana, the posture practice, it's a little more challenging to observe that silence within and around. But as we start going to subtler practices, even that stillness, that silence starts coming into your awareness. Once the breathing has settled down to its natural rhythm, today's last practice, which focuses on the energy realm, is holding the bandhas, or these are the locks. Bandhas need not be very obvious in the physical sense. So we start with the root lock, where as you breathe out, you feel that you're pulling the pelvic floor muscles in, as if you're controlling the urge to pee or to pass stools or urine. Just engaging those. Try that once or twice. Breathe in, relax those muscles. As you breathe out, pull up the pelvic floor muscles upward, gently. It doesn't have to be very gross where you tighten and clench. It's a very gentle thing because energy works at a very subtle realm. Now with that, we add the belly hold, abdominal hold. So the root lock, Moola Bandha, the abdominal lock, Uddiyana Bandha. So along with pulling up the pelvic floor muscles, as you exhale, now also pull the belly button inward as if you're trying to contract all the abdominal muscles. Do that a couple of times, combining both. As you breathe out, pull the pelvic floor muscles up, pull the belly button in. You might feel the spine rounding a bit, which is okay, which is going to support you for the next movement. Relax. The next one that we'll do is also lock the chin in. Just feeling that it doesn't have to be a hard lock, just that internal constriction, as if you're not allowing the breath to flow up beyond the throat. So when you combine all the three, it will be as you breathe out, pull the pelvic floor, pull the belly button in. After you've exhaled completely, just tuck the chin slightly. We again hold here as long as we can. This is the throat lock, Jalandhara Bandha. Relax for a bit. Prepare physically, mentally before we go into it. If you're comfortable, you can do it for 3 rounds, where you take a relaxed breath in. As you exhale, engage all the 3 locks. You're locking gently at the bottom, in the belly, in the throat. See how long you can stay there, mentally relaxed and easy. You're allowing that flow of energy within because you've locked every other channel of energy flow out of the body. And when the body starts struggling, slowly release, straighten up, release the throat, release the belly, release the root lock. Stay in silence for a few seconds or up to a minute, and then you can try it another time. So go for 3 rounds at your own pace. Remember, you're working on the subtler realms here. So there's no need to clench or tighten any of the body parts too much. In fact, you just need to feel that mentally you're blocking and just slightly engage the muscles in the pelvic region, belly, and the throat. Once you release, stay in stillness for a while. Take your time to explore 2 or 3 times. After the third round, gently come to a lying down position. We'll allow that energy to flow to happen throughout the body. Lying in Shavasana. Lie down with your feet apart, hands a little away from the body. Adjust your hips, shoulder blades. Keep your chin slightly tucked in. And with the next exhalation, let go of the whole body. The next round of inhalation, release and let go of any tensions, anxieties, worries, any mental holding as well. With the body completely relaxed, at ease. Stay with your awareness of the breathing and the body sensation, feeling that stillness. The space around us, within us, can be synonymous to our true essence. That part of us that is always aware of everything that's happening. Because we are so used to only thinking of the body, the mind, the thoughts, we feel that we are the solid form. The more we allow the body, the mind to relax, we start becoming aware of that space element within us, which can mean becoming aware of our true essence that we have just forgotten. By observing body sensations, you start noticing the release happening in Shavasana, making you more aware of the free space within. It is the same as the without, what is around. Because we think we are only limited to this form, this body, we are mostly only feeling the solidity of the body. Shavasana, our meditation practices, start dissolving that idea of the solid form, the idea of being limited to the solid form. And you start feeling that vastness without any boundaries. When we realize this is who we are, in essence, then whatever happens with the body, mind, our emotions, we are able to see it objectively. Things happen, not always pleasant, or even the very pleasant thing happen to the form. But look at it from this aspect of who you are. You, this spaciousness, stillness, are just observing the play of life happening through the body and mind. And then you can see that the same play of life is happening through all the forms, all the bodies and minds that we come in contact with. So being the space, consciousness, this expansiveness, knowing that I, when we keep saying I, that I is truly this. Just that knowledge is what brings equanimity, compassion for the form that you have and all the other forms that you see around you. There's no difference. And that is compassion. When you can see each and every form the same way. Compassion does not have to mean being overly sweet, overly considerate, going out of your way for someone. No, just seeing everything as the same. Abide in the I, that all expansive I. For the next minute, completely in silence, stay with the I. See if you can stay with this feeling of spaciousness, staying with, abiding in this I, even after we finish the practice. Many times, just becoming aware of the body, the breathing, running a quick internal scan can remind you or make you aware of that reality, the I that we are. Now, still abiding in that I, become aware of that beautiful little form that you have. Start moving it, gently wiggling your fingers, toes, hands and legs. You can bring your feet together. Go ahead and you can take your hands behind, give yourself a full body stretch, or you can make any movements that your body needs to come back light and active. Slowly turning to one side. You can come up to a seated position. Time to end our practice. Still staying, abiding in that I. Let's say a silent prayer first. May all beings see this reality. May we all realize that we are the same in essence. With that, we can also chant our closing prayer. Feel free to chant along with me or just continue feeling that same oneness with all beings. We will chant Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings find contentment. Take a breath in. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rub your palms, nice and active. Move that energy to your eyes, to your face, if you feel like it, to the whole body. And cupping your eyes, you can blink them open. Thank you.